Hi, I'm Tom D, and in this video I want to show you how to update security settings in Elasticsearch using hidden API that is not documented right now. Just follow the steps and use it today. Let's start. First step is to start Elasticsearch, and here I'm going to start trial version. You don't need to do it if you want to use update settings API, but I want to show all type of indexes that will be updated, and therefore some indexes require trial version to work. Okay, let's start the container here. Once container is started, you can set a password for Elastic user. That password will actually create .security index in Elasticsearch, which is one of the index that you will update using update security setting API. Password is set. Elasticsearch is started. There are 3 security indexes that you can update using this API. First is security index. This index is created when you, for example, set the password for Elastic user, because the data about this user will be stored inside this index. Second is a security tokens index that is created when you create token, and that actually requires this Elasticsearch license version. And the third one is security profile that stores information about user profiles used, for example, in Kibana. And this is created when you activate profile for the user. To use this API, at least manage security cluster privilege is required. Auto expand replicas specify minimum and maximum number of replicas for index. Number of replicas is current number of replicas and is only read-only setting. You can call put API to update this setting, but it will not change anything. You can see the current settings using this _security/settings API call of type get. Once you send it, you get the response. Because you created password for Elastic user, .security index got created, and here is a setting for that index. Number of replicas is set to 0, and auto expand replicas is sent from 0 to maximum 1. To populate security token section, you can create token. Here the token is created. Now when you refresh the index list, you can see that the new security minus token is created. Also, when you check the current settings here, you can see the new section appears, which is security tokens section. Currently there is 1 node, so maximum number of replica is set to 1, but actually it cannot be done because the primary shard and replica shard cannot be on 1 node. So current number of replicas is 0, and that's visible on the index list. There is replica 0 here. Let's populate the last part of security profile. To populate this section, you can activate the profile for user Elastic. Profile is activated, so now you can refresh the query and see that a section for security profile also appear here, and you can see that the new index is created, security profile. If you want to have more replicas, you can change the settings. For example, you can change the settings to have, let's say, maximum 3 replicas, and when you check the settings, you will see that maximum 3 replicas are here. Of course, it will not change anything in the index replicas because there's not enough nodes to have 3 replicas, because it will require 4 nodes. So what you can do, you can start 4 nodes right now. Obtain the token, enrollment token for adding more nodes, and start 3 additional nodes, which will end up in 4 nodes in total. Now you can refresh the indexes list, and you can see that replica number raised up to 3. If you again change the number to 1, let's say, can change the settings that number of replicas will also be 1 and maximum number will be set to 1. And on the indexes list, number of replicas is also 1. You cannot set minimum number to be larger than maximum, but you can set replicas to be 2 and maximum to be 3 or maximum to be 4 and minimum to be 4. This will cause the cluster to be yellow status because there will be one replica that it cannot be assigned to any of the nodes, so it will be an assigned shard, replica shard. You can see that settings are updated and number of replicas is 4 actually here. Number of replicas is set to 4, but when you check the allocation status, you can see that one of the shard is not assigned. You can also check the list of the all shards and you can see that one replica shard is not assigned. You can also see that cluster status is yellow right now. So let's go back to settings, change it back, let's say to 0. So to update the settings from 0 to 4, but the current number of replicas will be 3 and cluster will be green because all shards are assigned to the nodes. Please watch also the latest video about same shard host allocation and cluster yellow status. This is due to the routing allocation same shard host setting, and this is kind of related to what I discussed with you today. You can watch this video to have an answer and details about this problem. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sure you have understand all aspects of updating security settings in your cluster, and from now you will start using this API call to change default settings. Have a nice coding.